38 years after Star Trek, The Next Generation began. Michael Dorn is playing a character almost identical to Worf, nearly 4 decades after Star Trek. The Next Generation first introduced audiences to the stoic, honor-bound Klingon security officer. Michael Dorn has come full circle. Time has marched on. Trek eras have shifted, and countless captains have taken command of their bridges. But Dorn, in 2025, finds himself once again embodying a character who resonates unmistakably with the specter of Worf. The twist? He's not technically Worf at all. Yet in performance, presence, and philosophical gravity, this new role feels like the spiritual continuation of the character Dorn spent years shaping, refining, and perfecting. For longtime fans, this is an immensely satisfying development. Worf became the most developed Klingon in Star Trek history, evolving from the stern outsider of TNG to a diplomat-warrior hybrid in Deep Space Nine, and later a seasoned advisor in Star Trek, Picard. When the curtain closed on Worf's Picard-era story, it felt like a farewell to a legacy character whose arc had been written with respect and closure. But that closure never meant Dorn was finished with what he could bring to the screen. And now, in a role that doesn't carry the name Worf, he's still channeling many of the same themes that made the character beloved. This new character, crafted with deliberate echoes of Klingon tradition, embodies the same central tension that fueled Worf's journey from 1987 onward, the conflict between cultural loyalty and personal identity. Dorn's unmistakable voice, his composed physicality, and the contemplative intensity he brings to the screen give this successor character the unmistakable spiritual DNA of Worf. He stands once again as a warrior shaped by codes, rituals, and a deep sense of lineage. And even though viewers know he is not officially the son of Mo, his presence evokes everything that made Worf such a profound cornerstone of the Star Trek universe. Dorn's longevity is both impressive and unprecedented. He has played Worf longer than any actor has embodied a single character in a sci-fi franchise. Now, stepping back into a role that mirrors Worf's traits, Dorn seems to be celebrating that legacy while simultaneously challenging it. Instead of recreating Worf beat for beat, he is exploring familiar archetypes through a fresh lens. The performance feels like a cinematic echo, one that suggests the universality of Klingon values, rather than the specific journey of a single man. What's particularly fascinating is the creative intention behind this move. The show's producers have openly acknowledged that Dorn's involvement comes with a sense of continuity, even if it's not canonical continuity. They wanted the gravitas of Klingon heritage. They wanted the balance Worf always exemplified: ferocity and restraint, violence and honor, personal turmoil and unwavering loyalty. And they wanted an actor who could embody those paradoxes instinctively. Dorn delivers all of it effortlessly. He has spent so many years immersed in the Klingon worldview that his performance style has become synonymous with Klingon culture itself. The deep rumbling enunciation, the rigid posture rooted in samurai-like discipline, the way he treats emotional vulnerability as a battlefield, it all returns here, reinterpreted for a new era of Star Trek. Younger actors on the show reportedly view Dorn with reverence, learning from his meticulous approach and his understanding that Klingons are more than warriors. They are philosophical beings with ritual depth and historical tragedy. The audience, too, immediately senses this continuity. The moment Dorn appears on screen, you can almost hear echoes of the old TNG bridge, the thud of his footsteps, the concise tactical reports, the low-key humor delivered with deadpan precision. This new character doesn't crack jokes the way Worf occasionally did, often unintentionally, but the spirit remains, stoic seriousness that becomes its own form of entertainment. There's also a deeper nostalgia at work, something that transcends Trek fandom. When a performer returns to a decades-old archetype, it highlights the timelessness of storytelling itself. Dorn has become one of sci-fi television's most enduring artistic signatures. His presence reminds viewers of how much has changed in the world since The Next Generation premiered in 1987, and how some mythic characters remain evergreen. The Klingon warrior poet, the honorable outsider, the man caught between two worlds. These archetypes live on, and Dorn continues to embody them with new layers of maturity. What makes this return so powerful is watching Dorn use the wisdom of age to deepen the character's emotional resonance. As Worf aged, his performance is softened in subtle ways, less impulsive, more reflective, more open to empathy. This new near-Worf character carries that same evolution. He advises rather than commands, teaches rather than dominates, observes rather than